Hi guys, and welcome to my channel where we talk all things plant-based holistic health and wellness. And my name is Lauren. I have 7 years of living a whole food plant-based lifestyle under my belt and about 2 years of living like a non-toxic beauty, skin, hair care product lifestyle under my belt. I wanted to make a quick video today. Hi, by the way, from sunny California. I am traveling right now and in Del Mar, right above San Diego. So that is where we're at right now. Sorry if the lighting is a little weird. I shop a lot from Credo Beauty and I shop a lot from the detox market, but I also at times will shop from Sephora. And I also just wanted to make this resource if you shop Sephora and are looking for what is clean there, what's great and clean there. I'm gonna link all the products that I mentioned here below. These are the things that I've found and love that I still shop at Sephora. I used to get tons of stuff from Sephora, and since making over my makeup and skincare routine, I get a lot less at Sephora, but I still have a few brands that I shop from there. There's a huge plane outside. It's pretty loud. I want to share with you the things that I love from Sephora and also a couple tools that I really like. About March or April of 2020 when the pandemic hit and I was spending so much time at home, I started like looking around at what I was actually using for beauty and skincare. I was so, focused on what I was putting into my body, but less focused on actually what I was putting on my body. And when I had more time at home, I started realizing I really do want to shift away from toxic ingredients to more non-toxic. And I am definitely not an expert in this space, but I've kind of tried to dive in when I can and research before I make any purchases. I did a huge clean out of stuff I had that I just kind of used EWG, the Environmental Working Group, their Think Dirty app. That might be wrong. I will link up the app though I use below. I like to kind of cross-check what ingredients are, and I just started kind of diving in and doing my own investigation. So I thought I would just share kind of what products that I still get from Sephora and what I really like, what works well, just to kind of have as a resource. And I'm gonna link up below everything that I mentioned today. Also, I just wanna mention, it can be tricky to shop clean at Sephora because they have a clean label, but they put that clean label on a lot. And I've like cross-checked a bunch of things that they have marked as clean and I still don't want to use those ingredients. So they're definitely not, I don't think their clean label, for me at least, is not like a gold standard of clean, and I don't really trust it. I have a few brands that I definitely trust that I'll shop from there, but if it's a brand I've never heard of and they have a clean label, I'm definitely diving in to figure out what ingredients are there and then are they actually safe, which, it would be great to kind of just shop anything with that clean label, but I don't necessarily trust that clean label is ingredients that I still want to be using. Sephora actually allows PEGs under their clean label, and that's a ethyl oxidated ingredient. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. So I know the EWG, the Environmental Working Group, has found potential links to that as a toxin and harmful reactions in us, in humans. Sephora also allows synthetic fragrances, I think under 1%. On their clean label as of right now. And that can be a little bit of an issue because fragrance really is like a blanket term and so much can kind of be under that blanket, so we might not really know what's actually in the product. Oils, sprays, creams, so many of these things have the synthetic fragrance in, and companies aren't really required to disclose what is actually in their fragrance, which that's a problem because then you don't really know what's in the fragrance. And I think just like from a holistic perspective, it does make a lot of sense to think about what we're putting on our face, on our bodies, because these things can be absorbed through the skin and we might be kind of adding like this toxic load into our lifestyle, which then like we'll want to detox because then that could have different effects on our body. So this is not like about being perfect, I don't think. And I mean, you have to decide kind of like what you want to do. I just know personally the philosophy I have is I am not a perfect human. I think it's a balance, and just with things like makeup and skincare that I'm using every single day, I want to really reach for non-toxic products. So that's why I really started paying attention to this. But also, don't get me wrong, I think the clean seal is a step in the right direction, but especially for Sephora, that seal doesn't mean all that much to me. So without getting like too much into the weeds, I'm definitely not an expert on all of these ingredients, and there's so many incredible channels and people out there who are so focused on this. I'm just gonna share with you my favorite non-toxic products that I shop for from Sephora, and also a few tools that I really like. First up, I thought we'd dive into skincare. I have two products that I really like that are available at Sephora. First is St. Jane Beauty. They're vitamin C drops with CBD. I love this stuff. They are like these pure glow drops. I use this in the morning as like my morning serum. So I'll usually cleanse my face. I do like a cold shower, a cold 2-minute shower in the morning. And before I turn the water to cold, actually, like, so I'll do maybe like 2 minutes warm. I'll cleanse my face. I love an Osea cleanser. And then I'll do the freezing cold shower. And when I get out, I put my serum on, which is the St. Jane Vitamin C drops. It makes the skin so glowy. I love this stuff. I use this every day. That is a great vitamin C serum. And then the other skincare that I love is a brand called Prima. They have this just super luxurious Night Magic facial oil that I love to like finish my skincare off at night and then gua sha with this oil on. Usually every night I try to do some sort of facial massage, and I like to do this actually when I'm in bed reading a book rather than like standing at the sink. It just feels so much better to me to be like laying in bed and reading a book and then using like gua sha. So I will put on this like magic night oil from Prima, and it just feels so good, so luxurious. And it has this naturally occurring CBD in, which really helps with dry and dull skin. Also, I just want to mention, because I am traveling, I'm in California right now, I don't have all these products with me. I'll put up maybe little pictures of these products so you can see it. But I just, from traveling, I didn't bring that whole oil because I think it's probably over the size. I don't know, I was afraid with the glass. I didn't want to break it. Okay, so those are the two skincare products. Now let's hop into makeup. The first brands I want to mention is Aether Beauty. Oh my God. So when I first kind of moved to non-toxic, I had a bunch of palettes, and they were like older palettes, and which I kind of like got rid of because I didn't really want to use toxic ingredients anymore. But I loved an eyeshadow palette, and I was like really nervous. Not nervous, but I didn't know how many options were out there for a clean, non-toxic eyeshadow palette. And then I met Aether Beauty. This company is so cool, so different. They're super focused on sustainability, and even with the care they put in their packaging, you can sense that from them as a brand. They are a completely vegan company, and they actually infuse their products with crystals, so super cool. I got their rose quartz palette, which I want to show you. It is on the cooler side. I have that on right now. Actually, it's like all these pinks. There's shimmers. It is so easy to blend. There is not much fallout from it, and it's such a beautiful eyeshadow palette. So this is the colors. It is such a gorgeous palette. So that is the Aether Beauty Rose Quartz palette, and there is actually rose quartz in that palette, and that is said to help fight fine lines, wrinkles, and age spots. So very interesting. I'm just putting it on my eyelids, so it's just such a beautiful shadow though. There's also organic coconut oil in here, which helps like calm and protect the skin. Fantastic clean beauty company, vegan company, who makes really beautiful eyeshadows. They have this other palette, I think it's called the Desert Sun palette. I am really wanting to try that. That might be like my next purchase from them when I'm ready to do it. But that's Aether Beauty, incredible company. Okay, the next brand I really like from Sephora for clean makeup is Kosas. Two things from Kosas I really like. First, their lip oil. This came in a set of 3. They're like wet lip oil, which this is almost gone, as you can kind of see. This goes on super glossy, super beautiful, and this is kind of like the perfect size for a purse. I'm not sure if they have this set anymore. If they have this set that I got, I'm gonna link it below, or I'll link their full size. Maybe I'll link both if I can find both. But this stays on, it makes your lips like super glossy and full. I really like this. So the other thing from Kosas is their Airbrow Volumizing Eyebrow Gel. This stuff is incredible. It makes your eyelids like go in any not your eyelids, your eyebrows go in any direction you want. I have pretty full eyebrows, and I love kind of brushing them up. This puts like a really nice kind of gel on the brows. It really just helps you to kind of brush your eyebrows in whatever direction you want them, and they stay. And it's a great like handy portable. I love that product. Okay, so the next brands, and I'm gonna mention a bunch of stuff from this brand because they are like my mothership clean beauty makeup brand. So many different products I love, and it is Ilia. So I'm super stoked that Sephora carries Ilia. I'm gonna just tell you about some of the products that I absolutely love from this brand. So first is their True Serum Skin Foundation. This goes on so soft, so velvety. It looks like your skin. Absolute favorite clean foundation I have found, and I've probably tried about like 5 different clean foundations. Ilia is hands down my favorite. If you're curious at all, I use shade SF3 it's called Texel. This foundation just kind of helps to smooth things out. Now it is not like a completely thick coverage that you can't see. If you have freckles or anything, it more so looks like skin. So maybe if you're looking for like a full coverage, you can build this, but this might not be the right foundation for you if you really want full coverage. For clean, full coverage foundation, I like Exa from Credo. I think it's Credo's actual brand, which I can link that below, but that definitely gives you more full coverage. Ilia though is like such a beautiful, it definitely covers, but you still can see your skin and it just looks like your skin, and it's just such a beautiful foundation. Second Ilia product is their Super Serum Skin Tint. It's SPF 40 and it's like a foundation except it's SPF. So it's almost like, I guess, a tinted SPF. Now I love this for when I know I'm gonna be out and about and I want coverage, but I also want like a tinted moisturizer essentially. This works really, really well. It's a little trickier, I think, to put on than their foundation. I use like a damp sponge, a beauty blender, to put this on, and it lays so beautifully. The thing about this kind of like SPF is that it is super glowy. So I kind of like to just drop it right here and here, like 4 areas, and then I use like the damp blender to kind of spread it out. I want to make sure I have coverage. I usually do wear another SPF underneath this. Like I don't just rely on that for my SPF just because I'm spreading it everywhere and I don't know how thick it is. So I use this more as like, you know, the tinted moisturizer than like a full SPF, but it works really, really well. I love that it has the SPF. I do wear another SPF underneath it. You're just like super lit up after you put on this SPF. I actually do have that. This is what it looks like. So in this, I use ST5 called Boom Boom. This is almost, I'm like almost out of business with this. So it's so good. I love this SPF. Next Ilia product is their Soft Focus Finishing Powder. This I love after I put on my foundation. I do blush, I do bronzer. I kind of finish with this finishing powder. It just sets everything in this really beautiful way. It makes the skin look kind of like really glowy and just set. So I really, really like this powder. It's usually always what I finish all of my makeup looks with. It's also like super weightless, so it just sits on top of everything. It just like sets it into place. The next thing is the True Radiant Skin Priming Serum. I love this before I'm putting on foundation. I don't use this every single day, but I do really, really like this for the days when I want things to look really glowy and perfect. I will use this serum primer. It's a beautiful base to kind of put the foundation on top of it. It just creates like a perfect base. Okay, next Ilia product, which I love. I literally want to get like every color of these. So far I only have one. This is the Ilia Balmy Gloss. This color is maybe violet, which I can put some on. It is super glossy, super hydrating. This is the perfect kind of gloss to have on your purse. You don't need to be super exact when you put it on, but it does have some color. So, you know, if you wouldn't get it somewhere else, you can see it, but it's not like, you know, super serious where you need a mirror to put it on, and it just feels so light and fresh. It's not flavored or anything like that. It just sits on the lips so beautifully and like makes everything feel so moisturized. They have a ton of different shades. I do like maybe violet, but the next thing I really would like a pop of pink or something, like a little pink. Another thing I really like, this is if I'm gonna do like you know, I'm gonna get like the Aether palette and like do a whole eye look. I do like to put on a primer on my lids. Ilia makes a great eye primer. It is light. So I just kind of put a little of this on each of my eyelids before I put on any eyeshadow and kind of let that dry, and then I'll do the eyeshadow, and it just helps things to stay set in place. See, I told you there was a lot from Ilia. I also like Ilia's clean gel liner. I usually do this if I'm like going out at night or something and I really want to do an eye, I'll use their clean gel liner on like underneath my eyelid, like right below the lashes. Their eyeliner works really, really well. It's easy to remove while also like really staying in place. I've tried other clean beauty eyeliners. So far, Ilia is my favorite for like a gel liner. But I also love Ilia's liquid liner, which this has been like used so much, so it's very dirty. That is Ilia's liquid liner. I'm gonna show you the tip, but again, this tip I've been using for a long time over eyeshadows and stuff, so that's gonna look really dirty too. It's a super fine tip. It does a great job with a cat eye. This is pretty much like almost done, so it's not very black right now because I think this is like almost done. But that is such a great clean liquid liner. And that is called their Clean Line liquid eyeliner. Another thing that Ilia has, I don't have it with me, is they have two eyeshadow palettes. I have their warm eyeshadow palette, and it's like these beautiful, warm, rich shades. That's a great palette. Their eyeshadow blends really well, so I can't recommend that enough. I haven't tried their cool palette yet, but the warm, if you are looking for like rich, like reds, browns, that's a beautiful palette. I think there's 6 shades in that. Super blendable, and that's also pretty small, so it works well for travel. Okay, this is kind of a little bit of a wild card, but I really wanted to include supplements in this. Sephora sells Moon Juice. Moon Juice is one of my favorite supplement companies, so I just wanted to kind of shout out what products that I really like that you can get from Sephora. I love Moon Juice so much because of like the integrity and the quality that they make their products. There are so many companies selling so many supplements, and you really do have to kind of be your own biggest health advocate and investigator when you are buying from any company, so you know what's actually going into what they're making, if it's quality. So I just recommend doing that for anything you buy. I really love Moon Juice because of the integrity they have behind their products. So some of my favorites. I did a whole video actually about Moon Juice's Collagen Protect. That is a vegan collagen option. That's not actually collagen, but it's things that really support the health and glow of our skin. I'll link up that video here so you can check it out. But some of the supplements that I love, first of all, Moon Juice's Super You. So Moon Juice's Super You is a blend of adaptogenic herbs. They really work together to help improve and alleviate stress from our mind and body. I really feel this when I take Super You. Right now, I haven't taken it in a couple months, and when I start taking it again, I know that like you just feel kind of lighter and better during the day. So I don't have this all the time, and that's, I guess, really right now from like a cost basis why I don't have like Super You all the time, but I notice such a difference when I take this and just a little less stress, a little lighter area. Of course, this isn't like a quick fix. There's so much that goes into how we feel, and I don't recommend like, you know, just get a supplement to take away everything. You have to kind of, I think, go to the root. So for me, when I am feeling like anxious and stressed, the most important thing is I'm asking myself like, what is really leading me to feel this way? What kind of toxins am I taking in? Am I having like bad sleep habits at night? I just wanted to kind of say that because I think it's important to kind of really go to the root before just adding like a supplement or something. But I love this supplement Super You. It's a great kind of, it just makes you feel good. It has shatavari, ashwagandha, amala berry extract, rhodiola extract. It's like great blend of adaptogenic herbs to really just improve the way our mind and body feels. Another supplement I love from Moon Juice is their Super Hair. This is phenomenal, and I noticed such a difference in the strength of my hair. It has biotin, kelp, saw palmetto, and horsetail, along with ashwagandha and even ginseng. When these things are taken together, that can really promote stronger, healthier hair. And I really started experimenting with Super Hair because my hair is on the finer side, and I just wanted to kind of see what can I kind of take to help improve the way my hair feels, and this definitely did the trick. I don't take this all the time. It all depends on if I have it or not, but you can actually take this along with the Super You, but they are two great supplements that I really, really like from Moon Juice. Also, another blend that I love from Moon Juice is their Magnesium, which I love this at night. It's this like beautiful pink powder. Well, the powder is white, but when you combine it with water, it's this like pink drink. I take this at night. It's a blend of 3 essential magnesiums. So many of us are deficient in magnesium, and magnesium helps to restore the body on a cellular level. It's really important for most of the functions in our body. It also helps to ease irritability and muscle ache. It also has L-theanine in it, which supports our alpha brain activity, and that can help to reduce stress. So this is a great thing to work into nighttime, just like a little glass of this, but I don't actually make like a full glass of this because I found when I do, I usually have to get up to pee at night. So I only do kind of like a very small amount, maybe a 4th cup of water. If I do more than that and it's at night, it's definitely going to wake me up. So that's just something to also be cognizant of. So lastly is Moon Juice's Collagen Protect. I have a whole review video on this. This is a vegan collagen option that's not actually collagen, but it is ingredients that support really healthy, glowy skin. There is tremella mushroom in this, there's hyaluronic acid, there's tocos. All these things really help to support beautiful, glowy skin. If you want to kind of learn more about the Collagen Protect, I highly recommend that video. This is a product though I love from Moon Juice. I usually add this to smoothies, or maybe if I'm doing a latte in the morning or a caffeine-free latte, which I have a video all about that, I'll add some of the Collagen Protect to that. It almost has like a little bit of a earthy flavor. I don't mind it, but if you do mind it, you can definitely put it in a smoothie and you won't really taste it at all. Okay, so now tools. I definitely wanted to mention a couple of these tools that I love and use that are available at Sephora. I don't have all these tools with me right now, but I will put up pictures so you can see them. So first, and this is gonna like seem like, okay, this is not that exciting, but this actually changed a lot for me. I went to see my hairdresser. Her name is Katie. She's in Florida, kind of like outside Orlando. Phenomenal. I'll link up her details below, but she knows so much about hair and like holistic treatment of hair and how to take care of hair. She's actually in DeLand. If you're around Orlando and need someone, Katie's phenomenal, but she really taught me that good hair care, good hair habits will really help to improve the health of your hair. So I know this is gonna seem like a very simple thing, but even just brushing your hair like twice a day can really help with the health of our hair, and distributing the oils to the rest of our hair can really help with the health. And I know that seems like a really simple thing, but honestly, when we first talked about that, when I was in to see her, I was like, you know what? I'm not really brushing my hair all that much. So many days I'm working from home and I'm wearing my hair up in a ponytail that I'm not like brushing my hair every single morning and night. And just this conversation made me realize like, this is something I want to start doing. And I wanted to find like a really good paddle brush to do that. Now, a lot of people use a boar bristle brush. I wanted an option that is vegan, completely cruelty-free, so no beings are harmed in the making of the product. And Briogeo has this great vegan boar bristle brush. I really love this brush, so I wanted to shout it out. I have this kind of routine at night where I will just now like try to distribute the oils in my hair with using this brush. And I don't use this on wet hair. This is more of something that I use at night before bed. Especially, I've been trying to extend the length of time between washings. And this, when you start to have like oil build up after not washing every single day, you really want to distribute that oil to the rest of your head. So a good hairbrush helps. And this is such a great vegan option. So the brand is Briogeo. Next, this is a tool. It's an expensive tool. I wanted to tell you about it because I've been using it. Now, I haven't noticed this huge change, but I think this is a thing that you really have to be on top of and using every single day. I wasn't sure if I wanted to include this because I don't have like glowing results on this, but I do use it. And I would also love to know if you use this, what's your review of this? So it is the Dr. Dennis Gross Spectralite Face Wear. This is an LED lighting system for the face. It is a super scary mask when you put it on that lights up either red or blue. There's different modes of it depending on what you're trying to do. I really got interested in this because I have a lot of kind of freckle and sun damage. when I was in high school, I went to a tanning bed, which is something I truly regret. And I'm starting to see larger like hyperpigmentation spots, I think, from doing that. So I'm trying to figure out now, well, how can I kind of like reverse that and change that if that's even possible? And that's what led me to look into LED lights. Now, I have been doing this for a couple months. I haven't noticed a huge change. Like the one spot in my face that I'm really looking at like hasn't changed. So I don't know. If you use this product though and you really like it, let me know. I'm like still on the fence about it, but I have it right now and I'm using it every single day, so I just wanted to mention it. Red lights are said to boost skin's collagen production, and then the blue lights are really helpful in combating acne. I don't know either way, and I've been using this for a while. I just kind of wanted to mention it because it is a tool that I have, but the jury is out yet on this mask. Another tool that I have is Beauty Bio's Glow Pro. This is a microneedling tool, and I listened to the founder on a podcast, and she was really talking about microneedling and how it can really help the absorption of our skincare. So I got really interested in it. And then I saw kind of the price of Beauty Bio's tool, which was pretty expensive versus kind of these lower end tools you can get on Amazon or something. But when I started like diving deeper, you really want to make sure you have a good quality tool. These are like tiny little needles that are penetrating the surface of your skin. And I think it's important kind of that you have a tool from a brand that you trust. That's not to say there's not other companies that make these tools. And also the jury is still out on microneedling. For me at least, the jury is out on microneedling and how effective it's been. I think these are things that, just like kind of the LED light, these are things that you have to use for a while over time before seeing results. But that is something that I'm using. I will basically get out of the shower after I'm cleansed and then kind of use it before I put on serum and moisturizer. So it is part of the routine. I don't know how much it's doing yet, but maybe I can do another video about, you know, longer term, the effects of these things. But right now I'm not sure what's happening, but it is a tool I use. Another tool that's incredible is the Dyson Supersonic Hair Dryer. This I got as a gift from my mom. This blow dryer is so crazy. After I use it, there is like no frizz whatsoever. So it's an incredible product. I don't have much more to say other than I got a round brush and I actually started learning to use a round brush with this blow dryer, and it's crazy. After I'm done blow drying my hair, it looks like a blowout or something. I rarely do this now. I'm usually working from home, but when I do use this thing, I'm very impressed with it. 3 more products. The Sephora Luna is a facial massager, which I love using when I kind of cleanse my face. I don't do this every day, but it's this tiny handheld facial massager. I love facial massaging devices. This is great to apply your cleanser. I keep this actually in my shower, not, you know, in water or something, but I just put cleanser on in the shower, and then I'll use this to massage the face and really like work the cleanser into the face and clean my face. Okay, this tool, if there's one tool to get, it's this tool. It's so good. The Tweezerman. The Tweezerman. This is just a tweezer. This is an expensive tweezer, but it is so worth it. It works so well. I cannot recommend the Tweezerman enough. I love this. The last tool is the PMD Personal Microdermabrasion. This is another tool that, for me, the jury is still out. This definitely exfoliates the face. It's a little nerve-wracking to use at first. You kind of feel like you're like sanding your face, but they have different attachments that come with this, and you want to kind of use the least rough attachment first until your skin gets used to it, and then you kind of like work through the different attachments. This is something that I will do once a week. But again, the jury's out on this. I don't know how much of a difference it's made. So I just kind of wanted to mention it though, because it's something I use, but I'm not completely like sold on it. Okay, so there you have it. That is all my vegan, cruelty-free, clean beauty, skincare, and tool finds from Sephora. So I'd love to know what some of your favorites are. If you have some like clean beauty favorites from Sephora, let me know below. And I'm gonna link up everything that I mentioned today below, so it's easy. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out this video. If you wanna see more health and wellness content from me, make sure you like the video and subscribe so you never miss an upload, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.